Many years ago, I was right where many of you are right now as a single welfare mom of one, two, three, but four kids. I was working, but by the time I got my paycheck, I was literally broke. Like you, I tried to make my way prosperous. I tried. I even tried saving, but I promise you, every time I saved a dollar, something would happen and take the little that I already had. I felt like I was living in this twilight zone. I felt like I was cursed. I felt like everything I did was a mistake. And even worse, I felt like God didn't love me. After all, why would this be so hard? Other people were able to do it, and it seemed to come easy for them. So what was wrong with me? And then one day, which I call my crossroads, I remember just sitting there and just thinking how this system is just totally unfair and how that I will never make it out. Working was not going to help me make it out of this system. And then I remember looking at my four sons, four babies, and I had to fast forward that tape to the end. And I said, oh my God, I'm never going to make it out of this vicious poverty trap. I didn't see a way out. And I asked, is this my life forever? Because if it is, I don't want it. And in that moment, I heard a voice that said, drown them. And I circled through every possible alternative to this heinous decision that I was about to make. But I saw no other way out. I saw no way out of the pain, the degradation, the shame, the humiliation, and the feelings of just being inadequate, insufficient, not enough. I wasn't pretty enough. I wasn't good enough. It never was enough. I even searched through my family to see who made it out. Who made it out? And I could not find nobody. As I looked through the different generations, all I could see was homelessness, prostitution, single parenting, HIV, loneliness. Alcohol, drug abuse, domestic violence. Utter disintegration of life. No one made it out. And so I agreed with the voice. After all, this was no way to raise four children. I didn't want them to inherit this. And if I couldn't make it out, how was I going to show them how to do the same thing? And so you know what I did? I ran that bathwater. I got those towels because I was about to drown my four sons. And then I got a razor blade because I was going to slit my wrist because I knew that what I was about to do was so diabolical that even I wouldn't be able to live with the terror of those memories. So I began searching for my oldest son, thinking that he would be the hardest. He would give me the hardest time. But he was nowhere to be found. And then I searched for the second oldest. Surely, he hasn't gone anywhere. Like, where could he go? He was nowhere to be found. And so in desperation, wanting this whole nightmare to be over and done, needing this pain to go away, I went to the crib to get the baby because surely he couldn't move. In fact, he wasn't there either. And in that moment, I thought, am I losing my mind? I have to be losing my mind. I'm going crazy. Where are my kids? What is happening? And then all of a sudden, one of them appears before me and he's just eating this cookie. It's like a shortbread cookie. And he's just smiling at me. He's giggling and he's laughing. And I said, boy, what you laughing at? We out of here. I made my decision. I already made this decision. We done. We're not doing this no more. He just starts laughing even more. Now he's bending over uncontrollably. He's giggling and he's moving all to the side. And only in that moment did that laughter silence the noise in my head. And I could literally hear in his laughter hope. I could hear joy. I could hear happiness. His laughter was so pure. It was so innocent. It was so full of promise that in that laughter, I heard a whisper that said, hold on, wait, it gets better. There's more. And immediately I snapped out of that dark place. And I saw that who I was in that moment was not the same person who was going to raise these four beautiful men. And I literally felt myself having a nervous breakdown. My brain started to rattle in my head and I fell to my knees and I asked God, I prayed one prayer and I said, Lord, if you get me out of this hellhole in my right mind, I promise I will help come back for others like me. I didn't ask for a house, a job. I didn't ask for money. I didn't want a car. I didn't want a husband. I just needed my right mind. And just like that, I remember getting off the floor, I turned off the TV and I became super organized. I created almost every system imaginable. I had to manage being a mom, a full-time student, and an employee who also desired to one day run her own business. And God, while it wasn't easy, oh my God, it was not easy, but it got done. Listen, I did it. And now I'm back here helping you. It has taken me 20 years to orchestrate a pathway solid and strong enough to exit 1 million moms off of the welfare system. Why? Because at the end of the day, if you're like me, you're called to do something great. You have a desire to be more, to do more for your family and even your community. And in order to do this, you have to break free from the stagnation and the unholy truths that you believe about yourself. But most importantly, you must break free from the dependency of this welfare system because it is designed to keep you broke, designed to keep you stuck and hopeless. The problem is every time you try to make yourself prosperous, you take 2 steps forward only to be pushed 5 steps back. Yes, this makes you angry, tired, and want to give up. I believe that God gave us all a gift that we could prosper from, and no one deserves to be penalized for wanting to take care of their families. See, we get it here. Cannot Lynn knows firsthand the mental impact that the struggle presents, particularly when it's wrapped in a system that is designed to keep you poor. We don't want welfare. We want wealth fair. We want a fair distribution of America's wealth.